Yeah, I think there is a connection between Griffith and Cameron. I mean, when you look especially at their utopian mindsets, because intolerance ends with this utopian vision of, all mankind
Yeah.
uniting and basically ascending to heaven. And that's not that far from, some of the stuff in Avatar too. I feel that Cameron is also inclined to project his dreams very, very largely. Um, is there anything that you would like to add or anything that you would like to share before we end this?
Well, on the subject of utopianism, I mean, I don't want to say this is a Don Quixote project at all, but there is something I'm interested in that passion and enthusiasm you have from these filmmakers. I mean, Fritz Lang at one point gave a speech in which he said that cinema will reverse the Tower of Babel and it will provide this universal language of communication. And this is the utopianism of the silent era, that now we can do away with all of these restrictions of language and border, and we can communicate in some new way. And obviously that was shattered brutally in the 1930s and especially the 1940s. And so we are very much, we're not even immediate post-war anymore. We're in some other place and we're quite far removed from that world of 100 years ago. But I think that idea of cinema is still there, that there's something new and exciting about cinema. And I should say, I'm not a techno-utopian, but I feel this with some of the technology, that there are possibilities for us to have this conversation. We could be doing the same thing if you were in Poland. We could be doing the same thing if you were in Thailand or Uruguay. I mean, we could just have this conversation, and that's exciting. And what I'm trying to do on the site is to tap that excitement, point it in new directions, but also find ways of taking what's very, very new, going back to something I said before, and connecting it to the deep riches of the past. I don't want people to feel like these things are blocked off, forced, but instead to find them exciting and inspiring. And I have every confidence that that's happening. That does seem to be what's going on with the mailing list week to week, as I mentioned before. And I want this to reach as many people as possible.